All right, Dylan. Although I am wearing this pretty sweet CM Punk t-shirt, I am not okay with what happened a few weeks ago on Monday Night Raw in the title change and the disrespect to Sami Zayn. 9 days.
Yeah, man.
That's all that they could take it for, huh? 9 days. I mean, what on God's green earth are we doing? I've had people who have texted me who were not Sami Zayn fans, and they have told me that they felt bad for Sami Zayn, and they were kind of starting to like him with like this new character. And you got people that don't even like Sami Zayn feel bad for him for holding the title for 9 days, Dylan. 9 days. I mean, good grief.
It's rough. Yeah, it's been a while since we podcasted, but, you know, we are always going to bounce back. And here we are to talk about a heap of stuff that has happened, including...
There's a lot.
We didn't even really get to talk about Sami Zayn winning the title in the first place.
Yeah,
which
was too fast.
Yeah, too fast, of course.
God.
And so, I mean, we'll start with what an awesome moment that was. Sami getting that WWE Championship win finally. 14 years with the company. If there was anybody left on the roster that had truly been robbed of a world title run, I think he was right at the top of the list of those people, right? And so he got it, right? He got his world title run. And then, like you said, Mark, 9 days after, on Monday Night Raw, of all these, so let's break it down. And one of the most beautiful things about this was the promo that we ended up kind of getting. It wasn't even necessarily a promo. It was just his genuine reaction, it felt like, to what happened there. Like, it felt like, yes, he was in kayfabe, but that was coming from a real place. Like,
that was real.
It was like, it was the perfect thing of where it's like, well, this is what he would say in character anyway. Like, this is what his character would be feeling. So, but there's a 99% chance that's exactly what he was feeling in the moment, not just the character of Sami Zayn, but the man of Rami, I believe his name is. So anyway, let's get into this. So for starters, I mean, let's break down the exact things that and I'm saying it like this because all the things we're going to bring up to complain about it are all the things that Sami Zayn pretty much said word for word in that quick segment that we got on social media following the match. So first of all, he wins the WWE Championship after 14 years.
Beautiful moment.
Amazing. Immediately forced to defend it 9 days later after winning it. So let's start there.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah, not sure how that makes sense. They don't do that to Cody. They don't do that to Roman.
That to anybody.
They don't do it to Punk. They don't do it to Seth. They don't do it to the world champions. They just don't do it. They didn't even do it to Drew when he had that little world title reign.
Yeah.
Before, what was that, Mania? Yeah. So let's start there. And then second, he's defending it on Monday Night Raw. It's not even the show that he's on, not the show that this title belongs on.
Yep.
Third of all, it was going to be against Cody Rhodes, and then Cody Rhodes gets taken out, and the match is not called off or moved to SmackDown, like a great suggestion from Sami Zayn, not trying to get out of the match.
Yeah.
Says, why don't we move this match to SmackDown so I can do it with Cody?
Where the title is supposed to be.
Yeah, where the title's supposed to be. Like, it's a very reasonable request. And it wasn't even a request. It was kind of just like, this is probably what we should do, right?
Yeah. Nice suggestion.
Adam Pearce, and I loved this segment. I got to bring this up when you're talking about it, is of course, we're getting a lot of tension between Nick Aldis and Gunther, and hopefully that's leading to a match, and we'll probably get into that eventually. Yeah, but this interaction between Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, I absolutely loved, man.
I love their relationship on
screen. It's they've done such an amazing job at bringing back, especially now. I mean, this is the perfect example, but that like brand rivalry. And I think when you got something like this, I know that that's probably not the way they're going to go, but they've got it perfect. And we don't need to get into it because there's plenty of time. We got plenty to talk about. But the way they're lining up this brand rivalry kind of between Pierce and Aldis, having a lot of tension right now, they could really go back to the classic Raw vs. SmackDown at Survivor Series. And they could even keep it War Games if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And it would be amazing.
SmackDown versus Raw and War Games.
Yeah, I'm like,
they don't both worlds.
Exactly. But anyway, we got plenty of time to get there eventually. I'm just saying it's already set up to where they can go back to that. But getting back to this segment with Nick Aldis coming through, because this is exactly what I think as well. This is what everybody's thinking, I hope. And Nick Aldis says it. Thank God. He comes in and he says, "You poached my main event." And that's exactly like what happened. So I at least, like, even in TV, it didn't make sense for this to be happening on Monday Night Raw. But
it made sense.
Yeah, but I at least appreciate the fact that we got the Nick Aldis being like, essentially where this has come from is since Adam Pearce is in control of both brands, being that Nick Aldis is suspended, that Adam Pearce had the call to be able to put this on Raw. Like, I understand, like, I'm happy that we at least have like a story on why this was able to happen, even though, because they would have done it regardless, like, right? Like, because we'll get to the point of the whole thing in that. Anyway, it's a main event that Adam Pearce poached from SmackDown to put on Monday Night Raw. And then, like we said, Cody gets taken out. The match isn't moved. Instead, Sami Zayn has to go up against a surprise opponent. Surprise opponent. But let's say in kayfabe, these are all in kayfabe and real life complaints. It's surprise opponent. That makes no sense for a guy that just won his first world championship after 14 years, defending his title on a show that he's not on, that the title isn't on, and now
you don't hand out world title opportunities.
Yeah,
those are earned.
And then, of course, it goes to a returning CM Punk in Chicago.
Shocker.
Who then gets the victory in classic
great match.
It was a great match. And I gotta say too, Punk, I at least like made yeah, like at least it was a great match, I guess. But it's just like, it's so weird, and they've almost reeled me back in a way with this questionable move. Because at least it's interesting, right? Like, at least this is a lot more interesting than just like Cody winning at Saudi Arabia and then doing Cody versus Punk with Cody going in as champion. If it does end up being just a singles match, Cody versus Punk, which it probably is, like almost all but confirmed. I mean, that's what they're advertising pretty much.
I've got a small sliver of hope.
Yeah.
It'll be.
If it ends up being the triple threat, I'm a lot more like invested into this storyline. But anyway, we don't have to go there yet. Anyway, of course, it's CM Punk. It's a surprising returning CM Punk who's been out for since WrestleMania, really.
Yeah, I believe 2 months.
Yeah, and he makes his return and gets the win. He's a Raw superstar. That's the other thing. So we then get someone that's not even on the SmackDown brand gets the shot at the title. And of course,
now he's on SmackDown.
Yes. Well, yeah, because he's the champion now. Doesn't have a choice. Or anyway, and it's very ironic, obviously, based on the CM Punk's history specifically, especially given, I don't want to say it was a similar situation, not exactly, not a a similar situation with The Rock, at least, to where I know Sammy's reign was obviously much, much shorter, but a historic, but for Punk's instance, it was a historic reign getting cut short for no real reason other than so they could do a main event that they wanted to do that they did the year before and advertised this once in a lifetime the year before. So, and it was a returning guy who has kind of been part-time. And I don't want to say that Punk has been part-time. That's the one thing I will give him. I know he's been out for a couple months and stuff like that, but I think because of the storyline, the fans are starting to feed into like Punk going up to Punk's like whole world title run. He was full-time and he was showing up and he was showing out. So like, well, at least that like, this isn't the same as The Rock.
Well, I think it also depends how people define part-time, because it's like he's showing up every week.
He's still there more than Roman.
Yeah, he's not necessarily wrestling every week, but I would still say he's full-time. Like he shows up more than Roman.
The big thing is that he hasn't wrestled in 2 months or been in any real story and then just gets a title shot out of nowhere. Obviously, that's the big thing.
For the moment, Dill. It's always just
and all pretty much just so they could do this in Chicago, combined with they want Punk versus Cody at SummerSlam.
Which they could have gotten without putting the title on Sammy.
They could have. Like I said, would you have rather not? Would you have rather, if this is Sami Zayn's only world title run ever?
Would rather not have it.
You'd rather not have it?
Would rather not have it. It hurts his character way more than any good it does for him.
Well, I don't know if he would agree with you. I think
he probably wouldn't.
Yeah. So I think he would probably still prefer to have this down in the record books.
I just don't think it says anything about how WWE feels about him.
Unfortunately, this reminds me of when Joel Embiid won MVP. Being that it was a sort of thing where, and this is coming from like a diehard Joel Embiid fan, is that Joel Embiid probably had a better case to win MVP the previous 2 years.
Yeah, 100%.
And probably should have won it. But then for a third year in a row, it's about to go to Jokic when Embiid is putting up better numbers than he did the previous 2 seasons when he should have got it. Just happened to be that this was, in my opinion, it should have went Embiid, Jokic. Instead, it went Jokic, Embiid. And this in a weird way feels similar to that. In like
definitely like all right, here we finally did it. Okay,
we did it. And I say that to be like, it felt like that's because they're like, well, we can't look back in history 30 years from now and not have Joel Embiid in the record books as an MVP. Like he needs to be remembered as an MVP. This is kind of what I'm getting the same vibe with Sammy. Like maybe this is like, so 20 years from now, they need to have the stat that he was the WWE
Will we even
champion.
Remember it?
I think we'll remember it even more now.
For bad reasons.
Yeah, not for good reasons, obviously, but yeah, it's frustrating nonetheless, man. It is.
It's like, so my whole issue was,
have we had another Raw since this happened?
We had 2 Raws.
Okay. We haven't really seen Sammy.
We have not seen Sammy at all.
Yeah, he's taking a mental health break.
Mental health break, and he's got a match on Saturday night's main event. But
yeah, and that was Adam Pearce that did that as well.
Oh yeah.
So I think, which is really interesting. This is the one match that I actually am like somewhat interested in, even though I think we can get into it kind of, but I think this is probably the worst Saturday night main event card by far, and some of them have been bad. I don't think there's any title matches.
At time of recording, there's the tag title match for the women.
Okay. Yeah, and Fatal Influence will probably win, hopefully.
God.
And then maybe Bree turns on page.
I mean, I'll say this real quick before, and then we can get into Saturday night's main event. But my whole issue with the Sami Zayn thing is that I don't think it does anything for him because WWE didn't view him as a main event caliber talents to be able to hold the title, right? Like they have main event talent, like level wrestlers.
I'm with
they
you,
don't
man.
they don't have guys that they trust to hold titles for a while or for multiple times, right? There's an elite group of main event people that are in a tier of their own. And they maybe have 6 guys that they have in their eyes as main eventers, but only 3 or 4 of them that they trust to hold titles for a long time. Like, so it's
man.
You put the title on them and all right, cool. They gave him his moment, right? They posted all this stuff on social media. You earned it. Guess what? Guess he didn't. Guess he didn't deserve it. If you only put him on him for 9 days, don't put it on him if you're only going to have him hold the title for 9 days. If you want to do Cody versus CM Punk, you do that. Just don't put the title on Sami. It hurts his character more because it proves that he's not worthy of the WWE Championship. Like, that's what I got from that, at least.
Gotcha. Well, I will say, I think it definitely adds to the... Right, so this is the one thing I like about it. And I don't even know if they did this on purpose. So this isn't even necessarily me giving them credit for it. It's more
Probably
just...
not.
This is just something I kind of like about it, at least in the way that I interpreted it, is that we've had Sami on this run of being like in these last like month or so, or however long, the last real good guy, like this thing, right? Where he's been doing some pretty heelish things at times. And there's been there's been like blatant things to contradict his statement of being the last real good guy, right? And then it like all leads to this, and then you're like, I think part of me was like, this kind of just proved, like, this just validates Sami's character that he's been trying to portray for the last like 2 months, and that he's the most royally screwed over man in this industry. And everyone's been kind of like, shut up, Sami Zayn. We're annoyed at you for being like that. And now he's just been like, see? That's what I've been saying for months. So I like I said, I don't know if they did that on. I don't necessarily think that's on purpose. I just think I at least like that, in that it's now bringing around the people, like you said, who were like off on Sami Zayn, who are texting you and being like, oh, maybe this guy was kind of right. Maybe he is kind of getting screwed over a lot. I at least enjoyed that part of it. And I hope, like I said, do I think that was on purpose at all? No. But I hope that they can at least capitalize on that.
But that's also a story we've heard before with Drew McIntyre and LA Knight currently, that they keep getting screwed. And it's like, how many times are we going to do the same song and dance?
I agree, but like their version of getting screwed is like, well, one, Drew McIntyre's like been a heel the whole time, like a blatant heel. So it's like not quite the same.
But he makes valid points.
He makes valid points, and he got the title win though recently. Like, and not that it was much better than the Sami Zayn one we just got, but
may have been worse. He held it.
That can't.
I mean, he held it. I thought he held. Which one did he hold it for 5 minutes?
No, I'm talking about the one that he won like off Cody in the 3 stages of Hell Mad.
Okay.
Yeah. It was, like I said, still wasn't much better of a reign than what Sami just had. Yeah. But anyway, I at least like they need to at least capitalize on that. And then with the LA Knight thing, it's been more straight up.
Don't get me started on LA Knight, dude.
I know, and it's like the LA Knight thing though, it feels more of that's all. Unfortunately, that's all through himself and the fans. Like, if it was up to creative, I don't think that would be being pushed. Like, I think he would be over, obviously, as he is, but nobody would be complaining that he's, because they obviously don't feel great about putting him in that spot.
Which is very baffling.
Yeah,
like,
especially at this point where,
see.
and at this point, like, they pulled the trigger on these shorter title reigns, like Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. So it's almost like they're like it's like weird. They're like flirting with it, and it's like you know what I mean? Like they're
Dude.
like they're right there. They're like almost there, and it's just like they're like so scared of Cody not being seen as the top guy in my eyes.
Well,
and
they've got major issues with really only relying on 3 guys. Maybe.
I agree, man. I agree. It's
and having
really
the world
rough.
title rely on the same 3 or 4 guys, like that's what's kind of been very frustrating. And it's this thing that fans are calling for. And WWE claims that they listen to the fans and we have all the control. But like, we've got a ton of guys that we want to see in the main event scene go after world titles that just aren't doing it. And we get the same Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and then they kind of go off and on with Seth Rollins and Gunther. Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, you ain't wrong, and that's definitely the way it's been for the last few years. With, like you said, the random Drew McIntyre run for a little bit, and guess we had a little bit of Damian Priest in there for a bit. Like, they threw some stuff in there, but
for what, like 2 or 3 months, maybe?
That's what I mean. They always go back to their bread and butter, who are those few top guys.
And it's crazy.
And it's just like, so what I was getting at with the Sami thing is like, at least like this is the most blatantly it's been done, like from a booking standpoint.
Yeah.
Like it's like they've screwed over Drew, they've screwed over LA Knight, but it's like that for the most part has been like them just losing. Like they're just losing in really unfortunate ways constantly.
Yeah.
Like, and not getting opportunities. Like this was straight up like set up for failure and embarrassment. Like this was like, this was like what should happen. What really should be the next move is when Sami Zayn returns, it should be Sami Zayn returning and attacking Adam Pearce and beating the shit out of Adam Pearce. Like if you want that's what makes sense. Adam Pearce is the one who did this, as far as we're concerned on television and stuff, right? Like,
well, partially him, partially Gunther, which is where it's going to lead, I think, unfortunately.
Yes, that as well. But I think temporarily, but who knows? I think it's going to be Aldis versus Gunther at SummerSlam.
I mean, the thing is, if they didn't have this tag team match booked, I would be more on board with that. But to me, the path is so clear to have turmoil with Sami and Gunther, and Sami being pissed that Gunther attacked Cody for them to set up that match, because I just have WWE's giving me no reason to believe that they're going to throw in Sami Zayn in this CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes match.
I think he might not wrestle at SummerSlam.
Now that would be crazy.
I think he might not.
I think that would be crazy.
I don't know. I think he'll like not be on. I think there's they're just gonna feed into the Sami getting screwed over thing, and he's not gonna be on the card.
Too far.
And then I think he'll potentially. I think he gets involved in the Punk Cody match.
Dude, it's just like, to not even have him show up on the first Friday Night SmackDown following that, and like, I get him taking a mental health break.
As much as I really, really needed to see Sami Zayn's reaction, like we did get, like we talked about, we got that thing on socials with like his very genuine like reaction, and I don't hate. It depends how they do the return, right? It depends, and
he's got to return on SmackDown this week.
I do agree, because is he wrestling this weekend? No, next weekend.
I don't. Yeah, main events next weekend. Well, maybe this weekend by the time this is out.
I don't know if he will be back on Friday this week, man.
Dude,
I think
that would be insane.
I think we might not see him until main event. And then I think he maybe
not okay, in my opinion.
We get a disheveled Sami Zayn at main event. Like just feeds into the I don't want to be here anymore. I'm getting screwed over. This sucks. And then at SummerSlam, does something to screw up the main event.
I think we need a pipe bomb from Sami, and then he becomes the biggest babyface in the company. Like, I think he can come back and cut.
Oh man, I mean, I want it. I want it so bad.
Just this let is just my prediction from the heart.
That was more just my prediction on how they're going to feed into it. I'm not saying that's. I agree. If you want it, so
I just have him not show up for 2 weeks is insane after he lost the title.
I think in the way you lose it, it's not that crazy.
Yeah, but would you be pissed or would you be sad?
In
character.
Pissed, for sure.
You'd be pissed. You'd be pissed that you got screwed, right? So then you would want to storm back there and speak your mind on everything that happened.
Yeah.
And then for them to already go ahead
I'm just like,
him.
he's been doing that for so long, though. Like, that's what this entire character has been. So I'm more like, are they going to use this as the nail in the coffin? Like, Sammy's going to accept defeat. And then we think he's accepted defeat. He's very, very, and then he snaps. He's like, fuck. And then we get the pipe bomb.
We'll see. I mean, I just don't.
Like, I'm like, what do you think about like what I just said? We don't see him till main event. At main event, he is not looking himself.
What if he doesn't show up for main event?
Or something like that. Or he doesn't show up. And then
I think that would make more sense. Why would he go team up with Gunther?
Yeah. And then we get it's all just like people haven't heard from Sami Zayn. He said he doesn't know if he's gonna come back at all. Blah blah blah. He's very upset about everything that happened. And then we get him in his mind ruining the main event between Punk and Cody, whether that's costing Cody, costing Punk, whatever it is. Just whether he doesn't care about the result and just decides to make it about him and beat the shit out both of them in a way, like something like that. And then next night on Raw, we get the pipe bomb. So what do you think about that?
I think I would like it more if he didn't show up to main event.
Okay, like, yeah, say that's the plan. He doesn't even show up to main event. We don't see him until SummerSlam. He comes in at SummerSlam. It's Sami Zayn in a hoodie. And then we get the pipe bomb the next night. So I'm not saying it's my ideal, but I wouldn't hate it. I think I'd still rather have the pipe bomb now. The perfect thing is that we get the pipe bomb and Sami Zayn forces himself into a triple threat. Like, that's what needs to be happening.
How do you think the crowd would react to him being kind of like depressed and mopey? Do you think they would feel bad for him, or do you think they'd be like, suck it up?
I think that's my thing with like keeping. I think it's weird. I think it's more awkward than anything. Like, I think people don't know how to react probably, and that's why I think it probably, like we said, makes more sense if you're gonna do that. In the Sami Zayn is depressed now because of this. Yeah, it has. You're probably right in that he just has to stay off TV altogether, and they like just constantly reference him every week in a way of like,
we still haven't heard from Sami.
As for an
not
update on Sami
anybody's
Zayn,
calls.
still no update. No idea if or when he's going to be coming back.
They could get Kevin Owens involved. Checking in on
something
him.
Like that. Like, to me, I'm like, if he does that, ruins the main event, pipe bomb the next night.
It should have been me.
I can get behind that, but I'd still rather just have it be pipe bomb tonight, or
I I mean, but how does he not immediately get the rematch? Right? Like, it's in the clause. Like, the Punkster was talking about it like he didn't have another guaranteed shot at the title. He's like, who do you want to see me face? Who do you want to see me face? Cody Rhodes, this person, that person? I'm like, well, Sammy's got the rematch in the clause of the contract, man. That's WWE title contracts 101, man. That's probably the first line on those things. Unless he's got a bad lawyer looking over his contracts that he's signing.
Adam Pearce might have screwed him over in that match. Maybe he's like, if you
that
lose
weasel.
That's why I'm also,
weasel.
I just think it really does make a lot of sense for Sami. They could also just go full-fledged pipe bomb, but Sami Zayn kind of blames it on Adam Pearce and just goes after Adam Pearce. But then I don't know where they go from there with that. That's my main thing. It's because they're not going to do an Adam Pearce match. Nobody really wants that.
I wouldn't be against it.
I'd be happy to see it, but I'm not saying like I don't need a SummerSlam.
I don't know if he's going to tear the house down. I've never seen an Adam Pearce match, but I think it'd be cool.
I've actually watched a couple old Adam Pearce ROH matches.
Okay,
he could go.
I think he's got cool gear.
Yeah, he was like kind of like that old school Punk gear, like the baggy shorts, kick pads.
Adam Pearce?
For a little bit, I'm pretty sure he wore that. Yeah,
I thought he had like the classic like onesie suit thing.
Oh,
NWA.
You were definitely correct.
If he wore baggy pants, that would be crazy.
I think he did awesome. At one point. I easily could have made it up, but nah, I don't think he did. I think I'm just confused. I think he just wore the robes, like the Ric Flair type robes.
Oh yeah, he did wear the robe.
So I think
the robe.
Maybe that's what I'm like kind of confusing it with.
Okay, that's fair. We're all human here. But let's dive into some of these matches for Saturday night's main event. There's only 4 at time of recording. And for SummerSlam, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 matches announced for SummerSlam at time of recording, and SummerSlam's like 2 weeks away. So
yeah, this main event card is horrible.
Gotta get moving. All right, so first up, Dill, we have a no disqualification match between JD McDonough and Danhausen. I'm actually kind of excited for that match. That'll be fun.
It's fun. It's just all of these matches are Monday Night Raw matches. Like all of these matches are TV matches, which I guess it's like kind of Saturday Night Main Event has at this point almost turned into something like that. Like,
I mean, has it ever felt special? Maybe the first one.
I mean, a couple of them maybe. Like, as far as I mean, you had seen his last match there, but even that felt weird. Like it just felt like it shouldn't have been Cena's last match.
Yeah,
at that event,
shouldn't have been.
But
money talks.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I just think my main complaint is like that all of these matches just feel like they should be on Raw or SmackDown.
And I'll say this too. I do understand that it is supposed to kind of feel like that, but also you now have to pay for a streaming service to watch it. So
that's kind of my thing. I'm like, it's not on NBC.
Now I have to pay to watch this. I'm expecting a higher quality.
Yeah.
Next match, Dill. We
have
it's
just
Bayley.
Like their roster's so big, dude. Just put all the matches that you're like are right there that we want to be on SummerSlam, but we don't have room for. Let's put them all on main event.
Well,
like that's what I think they should do, but they'll never do that.
So I think they could do that with Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria, Dylan.
They do it a couple times. They'll do it every now and then, but they still need to get
feud.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Didn't like them as a tag team. I'm not a huge fan of the Lyra. Kind of lost it. And I think they both are very good in their own rights. And I don't know. I'm not super.
They just should have went full in on the Bayley heel turn, and they never did. And they decided not to for some reason. And they're really annoying for that, honestly.
And then we've got Brie Bella and Paige versus Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Oh, let me say this real quick before we get into this. This was does Jalen Brunson and or other Knicks get involved in the Danhausen no DQ match?
I don't know why they would. Oh, probably.
It's in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, and he uncursed the Knicks.
Yeah.
But also, he's just going to be there with, like, Roman, I thought. He's just going to be chilling with Roman.
Who, Danhausen?
No, Jalen Brunson.
I was joking. No, it's okay. Yeah, I think he'll probably end up helping Danhausen.
It makes sense.
The Judgment Day will come out, be against Danhausen. The Knicks. Anyway. But I am excited for the women's tag match, at least like in concept.
If they do the right thing and have fatal
in concept,
win.
yeah, with fatal influence, like should absolutely be getting the W in that match. So I'm excited to hopefully see them win. Dude,
and I'll tell you another problem that they've been having with these returns that they just don't really do anything with.
Yeah, man.
I.e. like Matt Cardona.
I.e. Paige. Like she's a tag team champion, but
Brie Bella
like forgot she's even back.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, cool, great. We have some of these people back, but it's like they just brought it back to make people happy. Right? Like, what has Matt Cardona done?
They just brought back Baron Corbin.
Just brought back Baron Corbin. You're not gonna find two bigger Baron Corbin fans.
Yeah, no, which I'm pumped on. I just hope they got a plan for him.
Yeah, which they probably don't. But also,
why bring him back? And would he come back if they just didn't have anything for him?
They could say they got some for him and nothing comes to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what always happens. But it's like, it almost like, it felt like Matt Cardona was just happy to be back and also be with Chelsea. Like,
I mean,
I think there's a lot to that. Like, there's a lot to, he's like, I'm getting a paycheck to be on the road with my wife now and spend more time with my wife.
Well, that's like, I think that's, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I think probably Baron Corbin's deal is like, we'll give you way more money than MLW was able to pay him, and then you can just come back and we'll let you do some fun stuff that you've been doing. But I don't love him getting involved in Trick and Mello, dude. Like, why can't they just give us Trick and Mello? Why can't we
I know that was weird.
That's what was frustrating. And then he holds up the Fur title, which is awesome, by the way. Huge fan of the Fur US title. But then it's
yeah, that was awesome. It just so looked terrible with Corbin.
Anybody else holding it?
Know what they should explore? If they're so damn set on putting Braun Breaker in a tag team, might as well do the Wolf Dogs again rather than
everybody love the Wolf Dogs.
Yeah, rather than putting them in the Vision.
That's another guy who's getting screwed over is Braun Breaker, dude.
Yeah.
That's the guy we're talking about who's going to win the Royal Rumble, win the title at WrestleMania. And now he's just like a side man in the Vision.
I don't know. Are the Profits going to get those back?
Oh my God, probably.
Anyway,
just break up the Vision, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
What are the other matches on Saturday Night Main Event?
It's just the tag team match.
The six? No, what about the 6-man? Or is that at SummerSlam?
That's at SummerSlam, dude.
That's at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Who was that again? Usos and Fatu versus Solo, LA, and Royce Keys. Okay. I will say, this one, it's weird, but I don't hate it. Like,
it's a fun little 3-man team to throw together.
It's a very fun
but a SummerSlam?
Team. That's my thing. I'm like,
we're doing that.
I'm like, this should be on Saturday Night Main Event.
That's a Friday Night SmackDown match, dude.
Well, I'm like, if we're putting anything on Saturday Night Main Event that you want to potentially put on SmackDown, it should that you want to potentially put on SummerSlam, it should probably be this one.
And I get that it's 2 nights for
SummerSlam. But it'll be fun.
But damn. Like, and I don't know, that's the thing that's annoying with, like, them pushing this narrative of the Bloodline getting involved with LA Knight. LA Knight can't escape the Bloodline. We saw it before with Drew McIntyre for the past few years.
I'll tell you what.
We have there's too many talented people involved in this. Like Jacob Fatu, who's now was in the main event scene and is now just kind of another piece for the bloodline. You've got LA Knight, it's kind of the same thing, main eventer, but now he's getting involved in this. I think Solo Sikoa could go after a world title. Royce Keys, I don't think he's been getting enough steam with a proper feud. And the stuff with him and Jacob is very interesting, and I think there is something there that's compelling.
I will say too, it's like
come on.
There's only so many spots to go around, right? And this is like, I know they can make a match card really as long as they want. They don't need to cut these things off at 6 matches or whatever a night.
They don't need to make a 2-hour show.
Yeah. But like, as far as just to play devil's advocate, if it's like, if this is how we got to get them on the card, I'm happy for them to at least be on the card this way.
But on the flip side of that, that has kind of saturated the PLEs to make them feel not as special. Is there's so many matches that feel like they aren't PLE worthy that take place on PLEs.
Oh, I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. And I will say the one like, if you got anything, if there is positives to it in the fact that these are 6 dudes that are gonna probably put on an awesome match, that absolutely have the ability to. And a lot of times these weird random tag matches on these PLEs, a lot of times I feel like they end up being the best match, like some of the best matches of the weekend.
Historically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, it's like weird. These historically speaking, like these like random fatal 4-ways at WrestleMania.
They just got more to prove.
Yeah. So at least there's something there. And another positive I will at least say is that it felt like we were going nowhere fast with Solo Sikoa. So I'm very happy that we've got something at least back and brewing with Solo.
Did the MFTs fall apart fast?
Yeah, and
which makes me worried for Tama and Tala.
100%. I feel like, and Jeff Cobb, I will say.
Dude.
Oh, JC Mateo, duh. But
it's also Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, but
I think now he's Jeff Cobb. So there you go.
What do you mean?
He's probably going to go back to Jeff Cobb.
Probably not. He'll probably just keep wrestling under JC Mateo. I feel like that's more confusing.
Really?
Yeah. Like in WWE as a singles guy?
Oh, if he's in WWE, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, hopefully I'd be interested to see him by like as a proper singles guy.
He got released.
When?
Like a while ago.
I'm tripping, bro.
That's where you're confusing the shit out of me.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
They did their wave of releases.
He was in there?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Why do you think he hasn't been seen in a while?
I figured they just didn't know what they were doing with the MFTs. I mean, I figured he was right in line for a release. I just didn't realize it happened yet.
Yeah, him and the other Tonga Loa.
Yeah.
They got snipped at the same time.
Interesting.
Didn't even say anything about it on TV. It was just one day, it was just Solo, Tala, and Tama.
Yes. Now I remember actually that happening now that you say that. I think it was so uneventful probably that I just like forgot. Anyway.
Okay. It was funny.
I really loved this Solo segment this past Friday or Monday or whatever it was.
Dude, they got something good in Solo, and I just hope they realize
so
that.
Good. It was so funny, man. Like him, like the falling in line, the fake falling in line, and then switches the one to the thumb real quick, and then the Samoan spike. That was cool. And I love how he held the thumb for a minute. So everyone was like, you know what's about to come. And they don't even know what's about to come because they ain't looking at the one. And then
gave me the evolution vibes.
Yeah, for sure. And dude, he's also so funny. Like he's
hilarious.
Like he is
especially
like,
just in action.
Dude, Jimmy going up and grabbing him, and he takes off the and he lets the rip off.
He's just like, it's stuff like that. That's so funny.
And I know like everybody was. I mean, I came around to it pretty quick. I feel like everybody has. But when he first showed up, like in like the suit and the leather gloves and stuff. You're like,
I thought I loved it.
We came around to it.
I thought
quickly.
we liked it because it was so ridiculous that it was awesome. I'm pretty sure that was like our take.
No, I'm pretty sure that was our take from the jump. But it feels like everybody maybe has started to come around to it, and I love it more than ever. Like it's like a signature for him at this point. Like it's weird if he doesn't have it at this point.
I know he would look weird without those clothes.
That's what I mean. Like it's like his thing now.
And he's got the reddest clothes I've ever seen in my life. That jacket and pants, dude. I was watching Raw with my girlfriend. She was like, his clothes are popping off the screen like they were so red, and it was awesome.
No doubt.
But yeah, Dill, some other SummerSlam matches outside of that is we have a returning Chad Gable going after the IC title against Penta yet again in his home state of Minnesota.
We gotta get it on Chad at this point, right?
Dude. Yeah.
I think they have to. It feels like the time.
It's a big reward. That's what it is. It's a reward for all of the great work he's been doing
as El Grande. And it felt like we were right. It felt like we were right there, like at this potential Chad Gable IC or United States title run before Grande, right before Grande Americano happened, and then. It happened and it took off, I think, more than they expected it to. And then he got hurt. And then Kaiser took it over and it took off even more. So then he comes back and you can't not address it. Like, dude, it became bigger than they ever could have thought it to be.
That match, I haven't been keeping up with that feud, but that match between the El Grandes.
The mask versus mask. Yeah, and I love how that's what got him all the respect from like all the luchadors and stuff. Like I love how Ray was like, when I saw that mask versus mask match, I knew you learned like the true, like that was lucha. He was like, now that was lucha libre.
Now he's coming back to save all the luchadors. It's sick. Terrible theme song.
Yeah, I don't like it.
My God.
Why didn't they just keep the one that they were going where we could keep the "You Suck" chants going with it? I don't know why they changed that.
Dude,
anyway,
the new one's brutal.
Yeah, it's very like butt rock. Like like that's the best way to describe it.
But he's definitely winning.
Yeah, he's got to win here.
This will be the most.
And Penta's had a very solid reign. I mean,
great.
But I think it's gone long enough. Like I think I don't think it's quite stale, but I think you'd much rather.
Course.
Yeah, it's begun to run its course, and you'd much rather have it end before people are like, oh my God, take this title off Penta. So I think this is set up in a perfect storm. I think this is a loss that won't like hurt Penta all that much. Like I think Penta can still go on to do other things and be in a major storyline.
And it's okay to lose sometimes.
Yeah, and it's okay to lose sometimes.
It's okay to lose cleanly.
I think Chad Gable's a formidable opponent after everything. We already know that it's not like Penta's losing to somebody he doesn't respect. He's losing to somebody that has earned his respect. And it's in Gable's home state. It's about damn time that we put a singles title on Chad Gable, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pumped for Gable's gear.
And this is going to be a banger.
Oh, it will be match of the weekend.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
It will be match of the weekend.
Better give them like a proper 20 minutes. I think they will. I think they will.
I hope so.
I think they will. Like, I have a weird amount of faith that they will.
Yeah.
Since it's in Gable's hometown, like, I think they're going to let him show out.
Yeah.
And especially, like, throw him on the same night as Brock, and there you go. You got a 5-minute match anyway already on the card. So, like, works out.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'll tell you this. They got a nice mid-card division on Monday Night Raw.
Oof,
and that
boy, do they, man.
Gauntlet match. Boy, was that awesome. I mean, Dragon Lee and Javon threw the hell down during that match. Hopefully that kind of shines.
You see that Javon post?
I have not.
Nah, he just posted on his Instagram. He was like, I'm tired of losing.
Ah, well, yeah. I feel like all he's been doing is losing. I feel like he's been losing quite a lot.
But yeah, no, I love it. I love the mentality, bro. Let's get it. Javon Evans needs to get those wins. And he will. They'll come. He's young.
Yep,
I know it's easy to excuse it as him being young, but it's hard in a place like WWE where it's so crowded, especially like you just pointed out in that mid-card division. I mean,
I could see any one of those guys winning that to face the IC title.
Oh, 100%.
In that gauntlet.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be Ethan Page. I love Ethan.
So did I. I thought it was going to be
Page was winning.
Well. So,
what a get.
But oh yeah, but a pleasant surprise, of course, that Chad Gable ended up winning.
Oh yeah. All right. Next match, Dill, in what has been, in my opinion, I think a bit of an underwhelming feud thus far, is Liv Morgan defending her Women's World Championship against Io Sky.
Yeah, this one. Do you think Io wins?
Probably.
Yeah, I think Io probably wins here. I think you're probably right in underwhelming. I think they really fumbled with the whole Queen of the Ring thing. Like they just didn't need to put Liv in the Queen of the Ring. Like that was just stupid.
Well, they fumbled both King and Queen of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course, but when we're on this one specifically, like I think they fumbled the women's worse, at least. Like you don't. Just don't. It's for a title shot. Like, why is she in it? Why on earth is she in it? There's no loophole or excuse that should be in it. If she finds a loophole or excuse to get her in it, it should literally be Adam Pearce being like, "No, you're the champion. You can't be in the match." Like,
it's not like they don't have the talent.
Yeah. So, and that's what I think. That's the one worry that makes me think that Io might lose. Is I'm like, why do they have Io pin her in a non-title match? If she's just gonna pin her in a title match eventually, like, because she didn't need to pin her to get the title match. By winning Queen of the Ring, she got the title match. Yeah, so like that's like, it's like, okay, pin the champion on Raw in a non-title match, not Queen of the Ring. That makes sense. You've earned yourself a title match. You pin the champion. Queen of the Ring, it's like it's unnecessary. It's a whatever, double negative. Like it's two things that you're winning, two things that mean the same thing. Like,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So, regardless, I'd like to see Io win it. I'd like to see this title on Io, and kind of go from there. What are the odds we get a Naomi return?
Probably slim.
Yeah, probably slim, but I think she'll be back sooner than you think.
I would say, bro,
your baby's a couple months old now at this point. A few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she had the baby.
Probably Rumble.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well just be Rumble.
I mean, we're 6 months away from the Rumble.
Yeah, you're probably right. Give her as much time at home.
Yeah, she could never come back if she didn't want to come back, and that's perfectly okay. So, Dylan, we've got the Hell in a Cell match between Darula Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. So I guess as much as I've been annoyed by this outcome, similar to kind of like why I don't understand why he's going to win King of the Ring if he's not going to challenge for a title at SummerSlam. I understand him picking Brock. I don't love it. Do not love it, but I thought it was an interesting segment with him and Paul on.
I thought it was, I agree. It was.
I thought it helped make sense of it.
100%.
And especially when Paul's like, "You're an idiot for not choosing a world title," but then he's like, "We both know he would have cost me that title anyway." It's like, all right, that helps the cause. I think at least a little bit.
I think it does. Like I think Obafemi is so confident. He's still got his title match. Like it's not like he's not getting a title match.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense in the fact of Obafemi. He's like, I'll win the title whenever I want. Let me take care of this old fucker real quick.
Let's take this old dog behind.
And
I
get to bring him behind the shed in front of all his home state and the people that love him. Yeah. let's do that.
So
and like you said, I think it was a great call out that
they had to mention it better, give a better explanation for it.
Well, totally, and he is right. Like if he was in,
we all would have been talking about it.
We all would have been thinking it the entire time. Like we've honestly probably would have just been terrified the whole time, just waiting for Brock Lesnar to come out and cost Obafemi this match. So in a way, at least they saved us from that.
Yeah. The thing that is frustrating is that he did not need to win King of the Ring to get a world title shot after this.
I do agree.
Like he could have retired Brock Lesnar and he would have just said, all right, he's already their top star. He could just pull up to Roman and be like, I want your title.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think they just like booked themselves into a corner a little bit.
Always do.
Yeah,
always will.
And it's weird because I'm not mad at Oba winning King of the Ring. Like, I'm really not.
I'm a little annoyed.
It's just like, who else does it make more sense for it to be, though?
If they're going to do Seth versus Roman, this should have just been Seth.
I think people would be so pissed that Seth won King of the Ring. They would say that's so unnecessary. Seth never lost that title.
I know, but it's like,
if any, I think it makes perfect sense. I know you said that felt random, and that doesn't feel random at all to me. That's Seth. That we're getting Seth and Roman. I think it's like, and this is obviously, I'm gonna be a little bit biased, being that I'm such a Seth guy, but
like he says, wearing a Roman Reigns t-shirt.
Yeah, that's funny. But I just love the Seth promo where he was like, when it comes to me and you, I'm always in the front of the line. Like, this is always, like, I always need a spot up here. And he's like, he's right, because got Roman's number, like, in his mind. Like, nobody ever will have nobody will be able to make Roman tick the way that Seth Rollins can. And on top of the fact that I
haven't watched any of their promos.
Oh my god, so that original bro.
Well, I saw the one clip of Roman cooking Seth, telling him he's always gonna be number 2.
I would watch. I think Seth cooked him.
Dude, I don't know. Roman cooked him just by telling him he's always number 2.
I agree, but I'm like, you gotta watch the Seth part.
Okay.
Like, it's like Seth is like, the whole promo was Seth being like, essentially,
can't they both cook each other?
Yeah, they cook each other. It's not like Roman does bad by any means. He cooks Seth a bit too. They cook each other. And it's very much like,
I think I just popped when he was like, they have to have you win Money in the Bank to get like a world title shot. Roman Reigns doesn't have to win Money in the Bank. Like, that's where I was like, oh shit.
No, yeah, that was a bar. No, they were both spitting bars there. But it was also a lot of like Seth being like, it was a lot of like, you are so damn lucky you had me and Mox when you stepped into this company. And it's like, it was very much like, if you didn't have us, like, we could have fed you to the wolves and we didn't. And you're so lucky we didn't. Like, sort of thing. I don't know. It was, don't get me wrong, amazing from both ends. So I think that's why I'm more okay with it as well, is just because. But to me, this has got to be a one and done. This can't be a feud. This can't be a long feud.
Okay.
I think Roman's got to get the win here, and then.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, Roman will. And then I think you probably move on from there. I don't think Seth can.
Oba.
Yeah, I think move to Oba. I don't think Seth can. I don't think it makes sense to have Seth take multiple losses from Roman, and I don't think it does anything good for Roman. All it does is hurt Seth. So I'm like, I that's why I'm like, there's no way in my mind that Seth wins this, or necessarily even should. Like, as a Seth guy, I'm not even saying that I want Seth to win. Like, I'm above all.
Then it would really piss me off.
Well, yeah,
if Seth wins,
he's not going to win.
Yeah, but then it's just like, we should have just had Oba win.
Yeah, I agree.
You're gonna give Roman a short title run, which they're not gonna do.
100%. No, I 100% agree. That's where I was getting at, to where it's like, as much as I have my guys that I love to root for and almost always will, above all else, like I love great booking, and like I can recognize when it's not great for my guys to win.
100%.
So like, yeah, and it's not like Roman's not also. Obviously love Roman as well. So, not Matt and Oba Roman's the match. Like Oba,
that's the match.
Oba Roman is the match. I'm almost just annoyed at, like, maybe I'm not actually. I don't know. I was gonna say I'm annoyed that we're not getting Oba Roman at SummerSlam, just because of how big of a match it is. But I'm like, but I also talk about all the time how they need to be okay not putting big giant matches and having giant moments happen not at SummerSlam and not at WrestleMania. So it's a double-edged sword. I can't really critique it too much, because I'm like, I'm happy that, who knows how they end up going about it, but like, if what's after SummerSlam, do you know? Money in the Bank, maybe?
Money in the Bank's October.
September. Oh, I thought it was September.
I can check real quick.
Either way, like, if
late.
say that's at Money in the Bank, or like main event of Money in the Bank or something, like, I really can at least appreciate them doing that, rather than being like, well, we gotta push this till Mania. This match is so big. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they love doing that. And there's a good chance that they still might do some bullshit like that and push it to like Rumble or like something. So who even knows? But
I mean, I think, well, part of it is that that we know WWE views SummerSlam differently than they view the other things, right? So it's like, we know it means more to them to have Oba win it on SummerSlam.
I did see that there's like a lot of reports that they're like, they were pretty disappointed with Mania and the
rightfully so.
Yeah. And that they're trying to treat SummerSlam as like a do-over for WrestleMania.
Well, you don't get a do-over.
I agree. That's not how it works, but I can at least appreciate them being like, we can't fuck this up because we might have fucked up WrestleMania, so we like.
But that's how they should view it.
I know that. I know that.
View every show. Yeah, but that's how insane it is for them to even think that, where they're like, all right, guys, we really got to put together a good show here. You should be going into every PLE thinking that.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think in general sense. They're not going into thinking. They're not going into PLEs thinking that they're putting together a bad show. They're just wrong about the fact that they're putting together a good show. So I can at least appreciate them like being reactionary to the fact of people did not like this, so we should probably
but why are
they
until SummerSlam to do it? Why can't they try to make up for it on the following PLEs?
I don't know. Like, I think in their head, I think they think Cody, Punk, Seth, Roman is what they should have done at WrestleMania, and they're making up for it.
Well,
not saying I love it, but
so Money in the Bank is
at least it's not
October 10th. That's the next PLE.
Money in the Bank is October 10th. Yeah, maybe they do over Roman there. I could see it.
And then they have War Games November 28th.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a shot that they have Oba win the Rumble and they don't have him go after a world title until?
No, they can't do that. They can't
do
that.
Agreed.
Like, it's been addressed too many times now at this point that Oba is going to get that title shot at some point. Like, it's been addressed multiple times. So we can't. Like, if they
can't lose, he cannot lose.
No, if they do that, I might like have to take a serious break. Like, one, if Oba loses, and two, if they just decide to like pretend that this didn't happen. And pretend, dude. All right, yeah. If they pretend
that didn't happen, I will send them a handwritten letter every single day.
Yeah, dude. I'll eat shit compared to what I like.
I will drive up to their headquarters.
Yeah. No, I'll say I'll owe you a firm apology for defending in any way him winning King of the Ring if they end up just bailing on this match completely. I will have it. Yeah, I'll owe you a big apology. But no, they can't do that. Oba's, I at least trust them that they know that Oba's such a giant star at this point.
I know, but it's like they just have, at least in my opinion, so many guys that are ready for the top spot. Like
that's why I think that's
Dom
why
Mysterio, Joe Hendry, Trick Williams. Like I think Javon's even ready. Oba Femi, LA Knight.
I don't know if Javon's ready for a world championship.
I think he's ready.
I mean, like, yeah, you just got to think of some of the people he's going up against.
I know, but it's like, I don't know what he's missing. He's not missing anything, in my opinion.
I mean, a proper build.
Well, yeah. That. I mean, like, from.
I think he just needs to be
a superstar. Like, what can he get better at? I think he's pretty damn good at everything.
I think he can improve on the mic still.
Okay, I agree. I think this is one area that I think he can get a little bit better.
But and it's not like he's bad. No, it's not like he's bad. It's just like
I don't think he should have 6-7 t-shirts. I'll tell you that much.
No, like that's the thing. It's like he's just still young, so he's just gotta age. Like it's like it's hard to like
that for nothing.
Like as much as I love Javon Evans, I'm like put him in a ring with Roman Reigns right now. It makes 0 sense for Javon Evans to beat Roman Reigns in any capacity. Like it.
Well, yeah, they would need a proper build.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying even with this Javon Evans, like you can't just put this Javon Evans in the ring with Roman Reigns. Like he needs to mature. He needs to mature a bit. Like, and not in a way of me saying like he's immature. Like he's just young. Like he's literally young. So
young OG.
I think what we were saying though, I think he's more than ready for mid card stuff though. Like if Javon Evans won the world IC title at SummerSlam this year, I think that would have been a great move. Like, and I think the pop would have been crazy. So, it's not like he's far off by any means. I really hope he does end up breaking the record for youngest world champion.
Got him.
I don't know if they have. It's going to be hard for them to get anybody else to get an opportunity for somebody else ever in the near future to.
I know.
Have that. Like, I don't think they've had someone young enough with the skill that they could have potentially done that with, other than like maybe if they went like all in on a young Cody, but he probably still wasn't even ready for that. So it's like,
so he's got 2 years to win the title to break the record.
Yeah.
To break Randy's record.
Yes, Randy's record.
Because Brock Lesnar is the youngest WWE champion. Randy's won the world heavyweight.
Yeah, but Randy was younger than Brock, right?
Yeah, Randy was 24, Brock's 25. I think I always talk to them as world titles, both of them.
Yeah, no, same. But I appreciate the distinction.
Yes. I'm a distinctive guy.
Yeah, no, he can do it, dude. He can really do it. Especially when
he would be a fun Royal Rumble winner.
Oh my God, he would be like. I mean, he would be the best Royal Rumble, like underdog type of winner guy since like Rey Mysterio. Like that's the thing you can't deny. As great as he is, like Javon Evans is skinny, and it's like, and it's impossible for him to put on mass like a Seth or a Roman Reigns because he's like his frontal lobe isn't even fully developed. It's like he's 22 years old. Like he's still coming into his grown man body.
He should be just graduating college.
Yeah, that's more where I'm like, so it's like, imagine how good he's gonna be when he's like a mature adult that can like fully like think of like dumb shit you did at 22. Like think of like you're like just think you're just like even now, like think you're like now I could probably off rip, I could probably cut a better promo than I could have cut when I was 22. And it's like I just know more. I just have more life. Yeah, I've seen more. So whole get. So that's where I'm like so excited and is like 5 years from now he's gonna be 27 years old. He's still going to be 20. Like he's only going to be 27, and he'll have 6-7 years of, which is didn't even mean to do that on purpose.
Sure.
I really didn't. That's so funny. But he'll have no pun intended. I guess fully intended 6-7 years of
now fully intended.
Yeah, now fully intended. He'll have 6-7 years of main roster experience at 27 years old. Like it'll be nuts. So
I mean, has anyone even been on the main roster? Like he will have been on the main roster for 8 or 9 years before he's even 30.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That's crazy.
I can't think of anybody like who's been main roster bound that young.
8 years of main roster experience before you even turned 30.
Like that's where I'm like, I don't know anybody who's like debuted on the main roster that young since like Cody. Like I really can't think of anybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure there might be a few like mixed in, but at least nobody with the success that Javon Evans is clearly having. You know what I mean? So and it's like that's the other thing. It's like he's not going anywhere. Like he's around. Like
think he'll be a lifer
if he wants to be. Like it's I think
WWE's smart. They'll pay him whatever 100%. They gotta pay him.
No, 100%.
Like I think whenever
he has a chance to be the biggest babyface in the world, dude.
Whenever WWE wants to decide that, he will be the biggest babyface in the world. It could literally be a year from now. He will be the biggest babyface.
Yeah, like I said,
that could happen.
I just think he needs a little bit more time, but I agree, he's there. Like he just has the natural
factor that you just like.
Yeah, he just has a connection that's like, know what I think it is? I think it's like, as much as I hate to say it, actually, I'm not even going to say it. As I changed. I changed my. I was going to say. I think I don't feel this way, but I can see this is where I'm coming at. So I don't feel this way. I could see casual fans feeling in a way that they need to see him fail some more over the years before they can see him get like. I do understand that it's like it could put a weird taste in the mouth for Javon Evans to get a world title run at 23 years old when they won't give Sami Zayn a run that's longer than 9 days. Like, I'm not saying that should be not saying that those things are like it's apples oranges. Like it's not the same thing regardless, but I can see people specifically just because of his age, just being like, he didn't pay enough dues to get there. So, but I hope I'm wrong about that.
Raw talent will be paying dues every day of the week.
Yeah. I agree with you, and I'm like I said, like the reason I wasn't going to say it is because I don't feel this way. I don't feel this way in the slightest. I don't trust people, specifically wrestling fans, to. I mean, when someone has a lot of success, it's easy for them to begin to get hated on. So that's where I think I'm coming with the Javon thing is that to see
look at Cody, dude.
I mean, yeah, look at Cody, and then I mean, I can't imagine, and that's happening to like an all-American white guy, like a young black guy, having that sort of success. I can't imagine the people that would come out of the woodworks to absolutely destroy it. So,
brutal. I mean, people are saying like, and that's what I was like. I don't understand what there's not to like about Cody. People are saying they didn't like him on the mic. You're just wrong, right? That's just wrong. It's objectively wrong. He is good on the mic. You just can't find anything to say.
You just don't like. He's just not your cup of tea, I guess. But you can't say that he's not good on the mic. Like I know. He's good at everything.
Just say you don't like him because everybody else likes him. Like that's truly what it is at its core.
All right, it's like you're allowed to not like people, but you gotta like you can't just be like, well, he's horrible. I don't like him. And it's like, well, that's not true. You just don't like him, but he's great. Part of the reason you don't like him is that he's great.
Exactly. Is he winning this title at SummerSlam, Dill?
Cody?
Yeah,
probably. I kind of
think so.
I kind of think he might. But I don't know.
I can't imagine
this could go either way.
Runs back to back.
Yeah.
If Sammy's in the match, do you think Sami wins it back?
No, probably not, but who knows? I hope.
Do you think Sammy's in this match?
No, probably not. But I hope he is.
I will say, so part of me, I'm very split on what they're going to do with Sammy because, like you said, I do feel fairly confident that it's Gunther versus Nick Aldis, especially after Gunther just put that man to sleep constantly on SmackDown, dude.
And he called him a failed wrestler.
Yeah.
When you break out the words failed wrestler, there's only one way for this to go.
That's tough. You prove that you're not.
Like that's what I mean. Like there is only one way for this to end, and it's in the ring.
To get that physical like that.
Yeah. There's only one way for this
and it's
to
out
end.
of control. There's only one way for them to settle it.
Hey, and I'm happy we're getting it, right? Because we felt like we were supposed to be getting this at potentially even SummerSlam or WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they're deciding to pull the trigger on it. And I can't wait to see Nick Aldis in a WWE ring. He deserves it. Like that's the thing too. It's like this is a rare case too where it's somebody who we've never seen wrestle on WWE TV, but is an incredibly accomplished professional wrestler and has separately put in the work, paid his dues on WWE TV to at least earn a match to show what he can do. Like the guy's only like 40 years old. Like he's not that old.
He's younger than Cody.
Yeah, like he's
literally he's younger than Cody.
Yeah, so it's not like he's like doesn't have anything left in the tank. Like he could sign a full-time wrestling contract right now if he wanted to. Look at the guy.
If you left WWE, he probably gets signed by AEW.
He probably trains regularly, I'm sure. Still, like he's
whatever.
There's no way Nick Aldis doesn't have
a phrase.
Like there's no way
shredded. I guarantee you he's shredded.
And there's no way someone like Nick Aldis has access to the Performance Center of all places and isn't going to go take some bumps.
That guy's not hitting the ropes?
Yeah, you think he's not hitting the ropes, taking some bumps when he's got
Friday night
literally, it's like everybody who has ever said anything about the Performance Center is that it's like literally like close your eyes and picture the dream wrestling school. Like that's the Performance Center. They have everything that you could ever need. Like they got 5 different kinds of rings of different like feels, and they got the squishy ring and they got the blah 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 whatever. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. All right, Dylan. What else? There was something else that I wanted to bring up. We brought up Baron Corbin. Big Cass is coming back, Dylan.
Oh yeah, you think we're getting the Enzo next week? Think we're gonna get an Enzo package? Because the report came out at the same time that it was like we got reports a few weeks ago that it was Enzo and Cass have re-signed. It wasn't like Big Cass is re-signed. It was
interesting.
So I'm thinking maybe we get an Enzo package this
Didn't
week.
Enzo have an allegation? Is that why he got released from WWE?
I believe he did, and I could be wrong.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and I actually believe if don't quote me on this. I think if
you say allegedly before it, it's okay.
Yeah, I think if he was allegedly accused of something, I also think he allegedly may have been proven innocent. Allegedly. So I don't
take anything factual here. We don't know.
But to my knowledge, I think Enzo's main problem is that he's a dick and an asshole, like to most people.
It's North Jersey for you.
Yeah, I don't know if he was much more problematic than that. I think there was definitely some allegations. I'm not sure where they went. Allegedly, like I said, and I don't know. But
how do we feel about this? Him and like if them bringing them back,
everything removed.
Do we like them as a tag team coming back?
Yes, I think so.
I don't think people realize how over they were.
They were insanely over. They should have listened. I kind of stand by this. The Hardy Boys returned at WrestleMania that year to join that ladder match. Of course, that great moment. They shouldn't have won. Enzo and Cass should have won that match. Like,
yeah, but how do you not have the Hardys?
I understand, but I'm like, as far as like from a booking perspective, for the moment, yeah, it made all the sense in the world to have the Hardys win. I think the moment of having the Hardys return was the pop in itself enough. Like, I don't think they needed to win because Enzo and Cass were so damn over.
Dude's that classic shot.
Dude,
of
I
not even
won't
needing
lie.
a
Like, it's like,
microphone
and
for
it's like,
everybody to
yeah,
like
and
do
it's,
his
I
thing.
swear, every clip I see of Enzo, it really does make me not like him. But like, he seems so annoying. But
yeah, he does.
He seems
seem
so
really
annoying, like as a guy. But if I hear that music, I am not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to stop myself from standing up and going, "My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that." Oh my God. Like that's one of the most electric.
Cup of haters.
Yeah.
Got a cup of haters.
Cup of haters. I mean,
I almost bought a Cup of Haters t-shirt.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a soft t-shirt. I had an SAW.
Dude, I use the soft meme so often.
Oh yeah. There is W to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-F-T. See, this is the other thing with Enzo, is that his skill set is like specifically designed for WWE. So it's like so weird in that it's like he is not made to excel on the indies at all. Like he is
not.
Like to where I'm like, that's where it's like, it's almost like that's where I think it's easy for people to forget quite how awesome these guys were in WWE. I'm not saying that they were the greatest in the ring. They weren't like bad. They could go.
They knew what they had to do.
They knew what they had to do, and they could hold their own. They did
what they had to do.
And I think but they were a legit tag team, man, and they were a ton of fun. And I think we're getting them back on screen, man.
Now, how do you feel about that with the lack of tag team division? Oh my God, their brand.
What'd you say?
I feel like they're like there's no brand has a tag team division.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need some legit tag teams back.
Well, you had one of the best, and you released them. So.
Yeah. Are you talking about MCMG or New Day?
Yeah, MCMG.
Oh, well, New Day too.
And New Day also.
Yeah. I was like, there's two that you could literally say.
I know.
Like, there's two options. That's crazy that you could say they had one of the best they had arguably the greatest tag team ever, and they released them, and you can go, which one are you talking about? The New Day or Motor City Machine Guns? That's sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, if all those reports are true about like New Day just like absolutely refusing to take a pay cut, good on them.
The audacity to ask the New Day to take a pay cut is ridiculous.
And the good side of that is hopefully we can finally get Bucks versus New Day in a dream match.
Oh, we will, dude.
Yeah.
We will.
Hopefully it all in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'll be fun to see what's happening.
Yeah. Let's enjoy this Kenny Omega title run while we're on it as well.
Baby.
Just because
love me some Kenny.
I don't think we're getting another one. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I
think this is probably it. The last world title run from Kenny Omega, because
he's probably gonna lose it.
He's losing to Ospreay. He is not winning.
Yeah,
Ospreay losing in Wembley is like a terrible idea. Like, and that's not even.
What if Kenny turns heel?
Then yes.
If you're gonna,
if Kenny's gonna win, he's got to turn heel. But I don't think you can even turn Kenny heel. I think just have him lose.
Okay, I agree.
Unfortunately, and then he can do other great things.
Do whatever he wants. He's the best bout machine, dude.
That's what I mean. Like, he'll have it's not like he's done quite yet. I just think this is probably the last world title run we get from Kenny.
Agreed. All right, Dylan. Any final thoughts? Anything you wanted to talk about? Anything you wanted to bring up?
No, man. I'm glad that we shot the shit for quite a while here. This was a longer one, right?
I'm not sure. I don't even really know. don't
think it
have
was
a
like an
time
hour.
for how long.
Oh, good. I think we definitely went over an hour.
Talk all day about wrestling.
No, yeah, but I think it was needed because it's been quite a while since we talked,
And a lot has happened.
Yeah, and a lot has
A
happened.
lot
So I'm
has
glad.
happened.
I'm glad that we, yeah, probably shouldn't go this long again without podcasting. We'll definitely
Schedules have
try.
changed.
Yeah, we'll
Schedules
definitely
have
try.
changed.
We'll
Working out
definitely
some
try not
kinks
to.
now.
But I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that this just flew by, dude. I like blinked and it's been like hour and 20 minutes.
I know. All right, Dylan. Well, the people, you guys got to subscribe, like this video, make a comment, let us know anything that you want us to talk about, anything that you thought was worthy of talking about that we didn't get to this week. We'll get to in the next episode. Tell us what you've been liking about WWE. Tell us what you haven't been liking about WWE. And make sure to follow us on all of our socials. You can shop our merch. We've got some pretty cool merch. Dylan was wearing one of our best designs that we did. So maybe we'll definitely do one at the next election. Get a little updated tee for the people. But with that being said, I'm Mark Izzo. He's Dylan O'Brien, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Burning Hammer Podcast.